Are we going?
We're live.
We're live.
Well, we're on a recording right now.
Yeah, but we're still live.
This is Sean. I'm Jen, and we're here to tell you about the Powershell class, the 2-day Powershell class that we're going to be doing in, I don't want to get it wrong, is it Oklahoma City?
In Oklahoma City,
okay.
That's right.
I had Tulsa in my head.
Insert city here.
That's right. In your city.
This is our show stage, so we've got our green screen here that we don't have turned on right now.
Very special behind the scenes, in front of the scenes.
That's
sort of
right.
Thing. So you're doing a 2-day PowerShell class. I'm doing it with him. What's that going to be about?
PowerShell?
Yeah, no, I'm in.
No, really. So it's less about PowerShell.
It's PowerShell in the title,
and it's more about coding.
Okay.
Right. So what we want to do is we want to take people who have never coded before, who don't know the first thing about coding, don't know they wouldn't know a variable from a hole in the ground. And we're gonna teach them how to code from ground up using PowerShell.
Right. Because you've got to use something.
You got to use something, right?
And if you're going to hang out with us, you've got a Windows computer, and if you've got a Windows computer, you got PowerShell. So
that's right. So for those of you who have ever been afraid to go into a programming class because they talk above you, oh, good, I look a little bit bigger now.
Yes, you're very tall.
For those of you who have been afraid or haven't been able to learn programming because it's expensive.
Yeah,
to
it
go
can be.
Books. I'm sorry, guys. You can learn you can learn something from books if you already know, but there aren't any books out there that are really good at teaching you concepts from the ground up. We can teach you from the ground up. We are going to take the time, 2 full days, to teach you from the ground up.
We specialize in it, in fact.
I am kind of known in the circles that we run in.
You're kind of known where you're known?
Yeah.
Okay.
For having a low tolerance for BS.
Right.
For this 2 days, there is no such thing as a dumb question.
Ooh.
I am suspending my rule of jumping up people's asses.
We'll get it in writing.
Get it in writing.
Okay, so what, 2 days?
But we will hold you by the hand and show you programming.
Well, not literally, but yeah.
I'll hold your hand if you want.
Oh, okay.
If it'll make you feel better.
Well, that sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun.
So we're going to teach you variables and APIs and functions and error handling and scripts, and I don't know how much we're going to be able to get through. That's going to depend on the speed of the class.
Flow. I want to make sure to get in comments.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. So we're gonna cover it all, but most importantly, we're going to cover basic programming concepts, right? You're going to have to know the difference between an interpreted language and a compiled language, and you're going to have to know the differences between the different languages. We'll cover that a little bit, not a lot, because we're going to focus on PowerShell, but you should know a bit about the programming world and how it's how the culture is and how it, how things flow in there, right? And we're going to hopefully start teaching you to think like a programmer. Now, I have no illusions. I know that you're not going to walk away programmers. If you have zero skill, zero knowledge of programming whatsoever, let's say that you're a BI person, or you're a
dressmaker,
a project lead, or a dressmaker, or a manager, right? Who has never come up, and you want to learn a little bit of the stuff so that you can help manage your DBAs and stuff. You will walk away knowing the basics of PowerShell and knowing some terminology and knowing how they think and whatnot, right? You will not be a programmer at the end of 2 days. If you could, they wouldn't make $100,000 a year, right? But if you already know some of this stuff, you may answer some of the company emails and whatnot until we get to the PowerShell portion of it, right? And we start actually teaching the PowerShell. If you're there just to learn PowerShell and you've already programmed in T-SQL or something, right? Because the concepts are going to be very similar across all languages, right? So, if you already know coding and you just want to learn PowerShell, you can come in too. And maybe we'll say something about some of this other stuff you've never known before. That's the thing about basics, right? Is I've always found that when somebody teaches basics, you never know what they're going to say.
Right.
And so I will still go and watch a T-SQL basics thing.
You'll pick something up and you'll be like,
pick something up
I
and
never knew that.
I've been doing this for 20 years. How did I not know that?
Right.
Right? It happens all the time.
All right. So 2 days of PowerShell. Come and join us. You got to sign up. You can ask us questions. We're easy to find on Twitter, at MidnightDBA, at KenpoDBA.
MidnightDBA.com, minionware.net.
Yeah, so it's going to be good times.
Yeah, and you're in fairly good hands. We're both experienced teachers. We're both certified masters in SQL, not in PowerShell because that doesn't exist. But I think that qualifies us to teach stuff.
I think so too, and that's why we're doing
We've
the class.
got combined 35 years in the industry. We've both coded in several languages. I think we can handle the extreme hand-holding basics.
And we're going to have a good time.
It's going to be a
like
blast.
classes.
Yeah,
so.
It's going to be great.
All right, sign up. We'll see you there.
All right.